This video gives you an outline for the green building materials used in the construction. Before going for the actual content, we need to understand what is meant by the green buildings. A green building is one constructed with design and construction process which significantly reduce or eliminate negative impact of buildings on the environment and occupants. So it has to eliminate the negative impact that the normal buildings do on the environment and the occupant, right? And these buildings are characterized by efficient management of energy and water resources, management of material resources and waste, restoration and protection of environmental quality, enhancement and protection of health and indoor environmental quality, reinforcement of natural systems, analysis of the life cycle cost and benefits of the materials and methods, integration of the design decision making process. So, all these are the important characteristics of the green buildings. On the whole, you can see as far as possible, we have to eliminate the negative impact on the environment and the occupants inside the building. So, by having the energy and water efficient uh, features in the building, we can do more, and we can be cost effective, and we can be sustainable. And what are all the rating systems? It is Indian Green Building Council is rating the buildings for the green auditing, and one of the uh, important rating system is LEED, Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design by the US Green Building Council, and Green Globes, Modern Green Home Building Guidelines, and Green Built Green Energy Star Rating, and Living Building Rating System. All these are rating systems and as well as standards for the green building. And what are the benefits we can expect from the green building? Reduced destruction of ecology, and efficient use of resources during construction, and reduced construction waste, reduced energy consumption in the building, extensive use of renewable energy, and efficient water management system installed in the buildings, and better indoor air quality by use of non-toxic materials. So these are all the benefits we can expect from the green buildings. So this image also explains you, this slide also explains you about the benefits in four different categories. First one, environmental benefits. What are the environmental benefits? We can save the energy. We can save the energy, thereby we can reduce exploiting of the natural resources, and reduction in air pollution. So, and climatic change effects can be reduced by the energy efficient and air pollution reduction. And next is the health benefits from the green buildings. Sick building syndrome can be avoided. Reduced allergy and asthma symptoms can be avoided by using green building materials, and airborne disease transmission can be neglected by providing proper ventilation system in the green buildings. And social benefits, better brain function because of the orientation, and as well as some brain uh, stimulating things happening at the lighting system. So entire system is used to have the humans in a better way, so that the better brain function can be possible in the green buildings, and improved sleep also possible uh, by the way of orientation and everything in the green building, and promote eco-friendly behaviors in the green building surroundings. And what are the economic benefits? Reduced energy spending. So energy spending can be reduced, reduced maintenance cost, more green jobs are available, and higher occupancy rates because of the green building features installed in the building. We can expect the higher occupancy rates. And as far as the economy is considered, the initial cost of investment is really high, and you can expect the maintenance low. So that is what the economic benefits in the green building. And what are all the green building materials which can be used in the buildings, and thereby we can expect the environmentally efficient functions of such buildings. So, what are the requirements for green buildings, green building materials? So, promote good indoor air quality, typically through reduced emissions of VOCs. What do you mean by VOC? VOC is nothing but volatile organic compounds. They are uh, basically emitted from the paint pigments and other materials, and we have to select the paint such as it contains very lowest VOC values, and it should be durable and require little maintenance. These are the basic requirements of any material, and it should incorporate recycled content. So post consumer and our post industrial phase, we can able to recycle some part of at least some part of the material for the future or next usage, and have been recycled from existing or demolished buildings. So the material should be of recycled material. Already existing building demolished material could also be recycled and can be taken as the green material. And these are made of using renewable resources. We should not exploit the environment directly. So the material should be sourced from the renewable resources and have low embodied energy. So the energy efficiency here it is stated and do not contain chlorofluorocarbons, hydrofluorocarbons, and other ozone depleting substances. So again, the ozone depleting substances are also to be considered here. So the material should not contain these materials, and it should obtained from locally available resources and manufacturers to avoid the transportation, and thereby we can reduce the vehicular pollution and wastages. Everything can be reduced. So as far as possible, thereby the local economy also could be improved. So, as far as possible, the material should be procured from the local manufacturers and local resources. And for wood or bio-based products, they employ sustainable harvesting practices. So, we have to go for alternate energy system. So, there may be wood or biodiesel products. Bio-based products can be used as a green materials, and also as usual recyclables and biodegradables. So on the whole, you can see it should not affect the environment, and it should be energy efficient and environment friendly. So these are all the basic requirements of any green building materials. So these are all some green building materials I have listed here: earthen materials, wood, bamboo, because these are all having some renewable sources from renewable resources, and also they can be reused. And SIPs, insulated concrete foams, cordwood, straw bale, earth bags, slate or stone roofings, steel, thatch, composites, natural fiber, polyurethane, fiberglasses, cellulose, cork, and polystyrene and isocyanurate, natural clay, non-VOC paints, VOC volatile organic compound paints, and natural fiber floor, fiber cement, and as well as stone. Even stone can be used, and we'll see one by one. What is the earthen material? The earthen materials like adobe, COB, and rammed earth are being used for the construction purpose since from the start in inception of the world. So, for good strength and durability, chopped straw, grass, and other fibrous materials are added to the earth because of to get the durability and strength. And even today, structures built with adobe or cork can be seen in many remote areas. So you can see some pictures I have taken from the internet. And this is the engineered wood. Wood is one of the most famous building material used around the world, mainly in the cold regions, cold countries. But in the process of conversion of raw timber into wood boards and planks, and most percentage of wood may get wasted. These wastages can also be used to make structural parts like walls, boards, doors, etc., in the form of engineered wood. So this is how we have to use each and every part of the material, and we should not waste anything. And we can also recycle the used material. That is what is all about the green materials. And unlike solid wood, engineered wood contains different layers of wood. Usually, the middle layer are made of wood scraps and softwoods, wood fibers, etc. See here, you can find the different layers in the engineered wood. So, engineered wood is different from the raw wood, right? And next, bamboo. Bamboo is one of the most used multi-purpose and durable materials used in the construction. These trees grow faster irrespective of climatic conditions, so it makes it economical as well. So faster growing trees can also be used as a green material instead of uh, deforestation in the forest. So they can be used to construct frames or supports, walls, etc. Okay, they provide a good appearance to the structure as well. So this is what an aesthetical view appearance is really good, and you use bamboos uh, in the construction. Next, structural insulated panels (SIPs) consist of two sheets of oriented standard boards or flex boards with a foam layer between them. That is called the SIPs. Because of their larger in size, they need heavy equipments to install. However, they provide good insulation capability within the building so that you can be energy efficient if you install air conditioning systems, right? So this is what it is, SIPs. There is some insulated material in between the two boards. And insulated concrete foams, it is also like SIPs, contains two insulation layers with some space in between them. The space contains some arrangements for holding the reinforcement bars. After placing reinforcement, concrete is poured into the space. They are light in weight, fire resistance, low dense, and have good thermal and sound insulation properties too. So these are all the panel making arrangements. There are two insulation panels in between. There are some arrangements for holding the reinforcements, and in this gap, the concrete is poured into it. And cardwood. If wood is abundantly available and easily accessible to the site of construction, cardwood construction is recommended actually. It rugged short and round piece of wood which are laid one above the other with ways and are bounded together by special markings. They are very strong, environmental friendly also, and gives good appearance to the structure. So yeah, this is it about the cardwood. And straw bales. Straw bales, you know that straw bale is another green building material which can be used as a framing material for building because of good insulation properties again. So mainly people use different materials for insulating because the heat energy transferring from the sunlight from the atmosphere to inside the building and transferring the low heat, that means the cooling effect inside the building to the outside the wall. Outside walls are to be insulated properly to get energy efficiency. So that is what we are using straw bales and insulating materials, everything. So they can be soundproof as well, these straw bales. So non-load bearing walls of straw bale can be used as fill material in between the columns and in beam framework as recommended. So this is like a straw beam. We can close this with any ornamental material or to make it aesthetically good. So next, earthen bags. So the earth bags or sandbags are also used to construct walls of a structure. These type of structures can be seen in military bases, near banks of water sources, and generally bags made up of burlap or recommended for they may not very easily rot very easily, and hence the polythene bags are used nowadays. So these are all the bags uh, constructed, placed one over the other with required bonding, and they can be used as a wall for the temporary structures. And slate roofings. So the roofings is also can be made by the slate. It is naturally formed rock which is used to make the tiles, and this can be used as a roofing material when it is locally available and it is very cheap. So this is a typical arrangement of the roof tiles, slate tiles, and the steel roof panels and shingles are highly durable and they can be recycled again and again. So these are the best choices for the green roofing materials. Steels and slates, everything can be recycled easily. So these are all the steel roofing. And thatch is nothing but the dry stuff, dry water reed and dry rushes, etc. All these things we call it as thatch. These are all the oldest roofing material which are still in use in some remote locations and even cities for the aesthetical appearance. And they are very cheaply available for roofing and good insulator too. So this is it. And composites, roof panels made of composite materials such as foams or cellulose. So any two or more materials combined means they are we call it as composites. So plastic seats also can be metal and plastic seats also can be combined, and they are coming under the green building materials. They are light in weight, expensive, and provide good insulation for the structure and saves the energy. And here the steel and concrete are mixed. And natural fibers like cotton, wool can also be used as insulation material. Recycled cotton fibers and wool fibers are converted into a bat and insulated, installed in uh, preformed wooden frame sections. So these are all the natural fiber materials. Next, polyurethane is a foam available in the form of spray bottles. You have many times used it and sprayed onto the surface of wall to which part insulation is required. So this is how it is. You have seen in many videos in the YouTube as well. And fiberglass is also used as insulation material. Uh, this is in the form of fiberglass bats, and this is also for the insulation purpose. And cellulose is a recycled product of paper waste, and it is widely used around the world for insulation purpose. Again, in the structure, it is also a good sound insulator and available in cheaper prices in market. And it is also sprayed on the wall. This you have many times seen in the cinema theaters to for the better soundproof. And cork is also a good insulator. Boards, panels, everything cork is available, and this is the insulating insulation properties is very good. It can be used in winters and cold countries. This is the cork. And the polystyrene and isocyanate. This is again the material is used for the insulation purpose. It is like a boards coming in the boards, and we can form the frame, and we can insert the boards in between the frames. And natural clay, the plastering of walls can be done using the natural clay or gypsum based plasters. So again, olden days our countrymen used to construct the house using this natural clay and non-VOC paints. So normally we use paints, and here the VOC content is very low. It means the paint is coming under the green material category. Yes. And natural fiber floor, naturally occurring materials like bamboo, wool, and cotton fiber carpets, cards, etc., can be used for the flooring purpose, and these are all called as natural fiber floors. And fiber cement, boards are made of cement, sand, and wood fibers. Instead of the actual cement, we have to reduce the emission due to the cement production. Thereby, we are replacing some natural materials, that is fiber cement. And natural stones can also be used as a building material whenever there is a chance to use the stones in the buildings. Yes, thank you. That's all about the green building materials.